My name is Feliciano Manalo Lapid. I was born in Santa Rita, Pampanga. The date, October 20, 1913. October 20, 2013 is coming up. If you count whether by fingers or by calculator, that makes 100 years. Plain and simple.
I gotta get home, there's a garden to tend. There's fruit on the ground and the birds have all moved back into my attic. Whistling static, when the young learn to fly, I will patch all the holes up again.
Masaya kami kasi si Daddy umabot ng 100 years. Pasalamat kami sa Diyos, siyempre. Tatandaan ko kay Lolo, every summer, susunduin niya ako sa Lubao, Pampanga, tapos aakit ng Baguio para isama niya ako sa Baguio. Kasi bakasyon eh.
When I was a kid, this was still nothing. And that house was existing, and Dad used to bring us, or me and some of my brothers, to come and clean the talahiban here. And we have to walk down to Santolan to take our ride, or either jeepney or bus, from where we live in San Juan, the corner store, Yayang University, where we grew up.
Ang naaalala ko, kasi siya yung nagpalo sa akin when I was siguro mga 7, 8 years old o 10. Hindi ako nagpaalam noon. Tumulong ako naglipat nung aming kapitbahay, and then nawala ako for lunch. So nung bumalik ako, nakita niya na ako, sinalo niya ako kasi nga nagkamali naman ako, hindi ako nagpaalam, no. Yun yung natatandaan ko, hindi ko nakakalimutan, but it was done very well, na walang bitterness, wala naman.
When I was young meaning high school and early college, parang sidekick ako ni Lolo. Pupunta siya sa Pampanga para magtanim ng grapes, magtanim ng kung ano-anong halaman. Ako yung kasama niya. Ako yung tumutulong sa kanya. Pero napaka-concern niya sa akin kasi after 1 hour, 2 hours, pahinga ka na. Minom ka muna ng tubig. Merienda ka muna. So, nagbubus lang kami papunta sa Pampanga on weekends. Natigil yun nung kukuha na ako ng ROTC kasi yung ROTC weekends yun eh. So natigil din niya yung pagtatanim niya ng grapes. So sayang.
Home is wherever we are if there's love there too.
We were poor. Poor in the sense that my father was just a rice farmer tenant in a farm owned by distant relative. During my childhood, education was still very poor, very poor. In my first grade, we didn't have any school in the barrio. Classes were conducted, some in private homes and sometimes in the barrio chapel.
That also struck me was, he was really poor. Like, talagang child laborer siya sa farm. Na, pag inisip ko, hindi ko yun kinailangan gawin. Dahil kumayod siya at napag-aral niya yung dad ko. At dahil nakapag-aral, at lahat sila magkakapatid. At dahil napag-aral niya yung, at least sa akin, pag-aral niya yung dad ko, so may trabaho yung dad ko. So, never kong na-experience yung kind of poverty niya.
For me, life must be peaceful. No quarrel. No fighting mood. In my case, simple living is one way to longer life.
Sing me a song, your voice is like silver.
Si Daddy is very simple. Simple lang siya, and then nakita ko sa kanya na he's not a complaining type. He's very peaceful man. Hindi ko nakita nakipag-away or kay Mommy nakipag-away. Basta pag nasa bahay siya, nagbabasa lang siya ng Reader's Digest o ng kanyang newspaper. Hindi siya nagtatago ng sama ng loob. Yan. He forgives easily. Mga ganyan. So yun ang daddy ko.
Dad is a man of few words. He doesn't bullshit anything around. He just go straight to the point, say things he wants to say, message relayed, and that's it. No mucking around or nothing. And he just sit in one corner, read his book, his newspapers, and do his own thing.
Si Lolo ko lang siya cool. Cool lang siya. Hindi siya yung katulad ng ibang father na sandali nakasigaw, no? Sandali galit. Siya hindi. Cool lang siya. Kakausapin ka lang niya kung anong problema. Hindi siya maboka na maraming sinasabi. Hindi.
He teaches us by example with his honesty, also simplicity in life, his integrity, dedication to work, and constancy to give us his love and affection. So I'm really very proud of him.
When I first met him, I had that impression that he was a very sincere person because he had a very firm handshake. Several years later, I found out that was also his first impression about me. Something that struck me about him was his thirst for knowledge. He always wanted to study further anything he comes across that interests him. And I'm so glad that all my children inherited that somehow maybe from him. Born researcher and observer. He observes things around him and then he writes it down. So he always documents.
Moments that we try so hard to define.
In order to make environment attractive to people, then such people must take care of the environment.
Everything is brilliant. Everything is brilliant. And nothing hurt.
Lolo sets an example in a lot of ways. For example, I think love of nature. We maybe unconsciously we got it observing Lolo because he takes care of the garden. He recycles everything. He doesn't throw anything away. And lahat kami, medyo nakuha namin yun. Ayaw namin nagtatapon ng mga
Kung kaya pang ayusin.
Kaya pang gamitin.
Ayusin. And he's also very resourceful. Like, halimbawa, ballpen, nawala ng takip. Bukas siya papel, roll niyang ganyan, pupull din ng konti, may takip na yung ballpen. So, parang ordinary things, he's able to turn it into something useful. And that's always been sort of inspiring for me.
When he needed a cane, I don't think he wanted anyone to buy him a cane because he can make his own cane. He would get plastic bags, he would cut it into strips and braid it into rope. So we had homemade rope. Hindi ko makalimutan, gumawa siya ng barbell. May mga lata, binuno niya ng semento, may metal bar, tapos tinanggal niya yung lata, tapos may homemade barbell siya na, so may home gym kami sa bahay na homemade.
Growing up, we came here Sundays, not every Sunday, but Sundays. I knew we would play in the backyard, just here behind me. And Lolo, when we came, was always sweaty. I remember he was sweaty. I would kiss him and he was sweaty from gardening most of the time. Him and Lola spent a good couple of years in Australia. He wanted to stay, but you know, Lola's sad because no one's there, and you know, it's just different lifestyle. He's just tend to his plants, always planted fruit-bearing and vegetable-bearing plants like chocos, I remember, because we would have it for lunch. and tomatoes and oranges, which we still have at home. So my dad harvests his Lolo's oranges. So that reminds me of Lolo all the time. Because when I go to Dad's house, I'll see the oranges that Lolo planted from years ago. Yeah, it's really amazing.
Well, when Daddy was with us in Australia, he used to walk from our place, because it's only 5 minutes walk from our place to the supermarket every day, non-stop, walking every day, buying newspaper. That was his exercise.
The ingredients I eat are selected, mostly vegetable, fruit, and brown rice. My secret is to be peaceful. I am peaceful with my family members, with friends, or even strangers.
God giving him 100 years and probably more is a huge blessing for me and of course for all my family.
Happy birthday, Lolo Fel. I'm so glad you're the grandfather of my children. I'm so glad you're my father-in-law. You have been like a father to me all of these years.
It's a real honor to be part of this family and to be part of Lolo's life and to have that legacy that I can pass on to my children. And it's good that I wanted my children to see my grandfather to 100, and he still looks so well at 100. He looks amazing. Yeah. So I'm very, very proud and privileged and honored to be part of this family.
I'm proud to be a Lapid and coming from my dad, no, siya yung naging good witness for me to live a simple life, to be happy and content with what you have.
I would wish for Lolo to have strength to do the things that he loves, such as do some gardening or help out in the house in the way that he wants or chooses to contribute. Not that we ask him to do anything for us because he's done so much already, but because I think that's what he wants. I wish that he continues to have the strength until his last day.
Yes, aside from the strength to do the things that he loves, I would like for Lolo to realize that the scope of his accomplishment, in that because he was simple and hardworking, his efforts rippled to our parents' generation, to us, and even to our children's generation. We are all partly a fruit of his hard work, his dedication to his family, and even his humility. Not everybody can say in 100 years na
His father such a large and accomplished family that stays together and that continues to admire and respect him.
Happy birthday!
Happy birthday, Lolo!
All I wish is when I reach 100, he's still there. Okay?
Habang buhay pa. Humaba pa hanggang sana. Yun ang wish namin sa kanya. Sa tulong ng Panginoon.
I want to be remembered as a friendly old man who doesn't hate anybody, but friend to all, if possible. The fact that my lifestyle is common or simple is already overwhelming influence on those who want to follow me.